Gas dispersion modeling often begins with a simple question: is an integral model sufficient, or does the project require three-dimensional CFD? Once geometry, confinement, or consequent sensitivity becomes important, simplified plume assumptions may no longer represent the real airflow path. That does not mean one condition automatically triggers CFD. It means the modeling basis deserves closer examination. First, offshore platforms and FPSOs. Topside modules, decks, cranes, living quarters, and hull structures redirect wind throughout the facility. Open decks may remain suitable for simplified analysis, but congested modules often require a three-dimensional approach. Second, congested process modules. Pipe racks, compressors, vessels, and heat exchangers generate turbulence. That turbulence can either dilute or release or trap gas in recirculation zones. A single blockage percentage rarely tells the complete story. Third, partial confinement. Walls, decks, and roofs control where gas can travel. A grated deck may allow vertical ventilation, while a plated deck can restrict it and increase local accumulation. Fourth, nearby buildings and occupied structures. The critical question may be whether gas can reach a doorway, penetrate a gap, or be drawn into an HVAC intake. Open terrain assumptions may miss the airflow disturbances created by the building itself. Fifth, complex terrain. Slopes, elevated bridges, drainage channels, and uneven ground influence where dense gas travels. A flat terrain model may overlook pooling in low points near personnel routes or ignition sources. Sixth, dense or low momentum releases. Cold vapors and low pressure leaks may not have enough momentum to pass over obstacles. Instead, they remain close to the ground and follow the surrounding geometry. Seventh, vac intake assessment. When control room or accommodation safety depends on intake location, a centerline distance is not enough. The analysis must represent the actual airflow route around the building. Eighth, gas detector optimization. Detector effectiveness depends on where gas is likely to travel and accumulate. CFD-based mapping can reveal coverage gaps that simple detector radius rules may not identify in congested areas. Ninth, indoor or enclosed releases. These environments depend on mechanical ventilation rather than free wind. Simple ventilation calculations may be adequate for basic rooms, but complex layouts and dead zones can justify CFD. 10th, results close to acceptance criteria. Integral models often include conservatism. When a result sits close to a project threshold, that conservatism may drive expensive design changes. CFD can add value when greater resolution could change the engineering decision. The purpose of CFD is not simply to create a more detailed image. Its value lies in resolving the physical mechanisms that control the outcome: turbulence, obstruction, ventilation, terrain interaction, recirculation, and local gas accumulation. The correct approach depends on the facility, the release scenario, the risk question, and the consequence of getting the answer wrong. For some projects, an integral model is entirely appropriate. For others, three-dimensional CFD provides the evidence needed for a defensible design decision. Speak with SynergenOG's CFD team to determine the right modeling approach for your facility.